Koinet's journey southward was relentless. The dry wind whipped against his face as he moved through the vast savannah, the great riverlands stretching before him like an endless whisper of fate. Every footprint in the dirt, every broken blade of grass told him that he was close. Naiserian had been here, but so had Olokun. A fisherman by the river had seen them. They passed at dawn, the old man murmured, his voice as cracked as the parched earth. The man with the scar was with her. She was silent. Koinet's heart clenched. Naiserian had not run away. She had been taken. He gripped his father's dagger at his waist, his muscles coiled like a leopard before the strike. His mind raced with memories, Naiserian's whisper beneath the Baobab, her fear, her silver locket buried in the earth. The past had never left her, but now he would bring her back, or die trying. Naiserian sat beneath the towering fig tree, wrists bound, her dark eyes burning with silent fury. Olokun paced before her, his scarred face illuminated by the flickering firelight. His warriors sat nearby, sharpening their spears, their low murmurs blending with the night's whispers. "You thought you could escape me," he said, his voice thick with possession. "Did you truly believe Maji Mingi would ever let you go?" Naiserian lifted her chin, her breath steady despite the racing of her heart. "I was never yours," she said. Olokun smirked, crouching before her. "Your village abandoned you, Naiserian. Mto Wa Mawe let you go, and this man you ran to?" He chuckled darkly. "He will not come for you. He is just a boy playing at being a warrior." Naiserian stared at him, unshaken. "You don't know him." Olokun's jaw tightened. Then, from the shadows of the trees, came the unmistakable cry of a horn, low and deep, cutting through the silence. A warning. The night trembled with the promise of battle. Olokun turned, his warriors rising to their feet, gripping their spears. Naiserian felt it in her bones. Koinet had come. The wind roared through the trees as Koinet emerged from the shadows, his dagger glinting in the moonlight. He was alone, but he moved with the weight of generations behind him. Olokun's warriors laughed at first. One man? Against them? But Koinet did not hesitate. He struck first, swift as the wind, slashing through the air, his blade carving through the night. A warrior lunged at him. Koinet dodged, spinning low, sweeping the man's legs from beneath him. The battle erupted in chaos. Naiserian kicked at the warrior who guarded her, twisting away as he stumbled, her bound hands reaching for a fallen blade. Olokun roared, shoving through the melee toward Koinet. "You think you can take her from me?" he spat. Koinet met his gaze, breath steady. "I am not taking her." His grip tightened on the dagger. "She was never yours." The two men circled each other. One, a battle-hardened warrior. The other, a man who had fought only for love. But love was the fiercest weapon of all. Olokun lunged. Koinet sidestepped, slashing upward, his dagger catching Olokun's arm, drawing blood. The warrior growled, swinging his spear. Koinet ducked, driving his shoulder into Olokun's ribs, knocking him backward. The ground trembled beneath them, the river behind them whispering, urging fate forward. Naiserian watched, heart pounding, her hands finally freed from the ropes. Koinet was holding his own, but Olokun was stronger. With a brutal strike, the warrior knocked Koinet's dagger from his hand, sending it skidding across the dirt. Koinet staggered, breath heavy, sweat glistening on his skin. Olokun grinned. "This is where you die, boy." But Koinet did not move. His eyes flickered toward the ground, toward the dagger lying inches from Naiserian's feet. And Naiserian understood. In one swift motion, she snatched up the blade. Olokun turned, too slow. Naiserian drove the dagger into his side. His eyes widened. For the first time, fear flickered in them. Naiserian did not look away. "You took my childhood," she whispered, "but you will not take my future." Olokun staggered back, clutching his wound. His warriors, seeing their leader fall, hesitated, then fled into the darkness. Koinet rose to his feet, gripping Naiserian's hand. It was over. Dawn broke over the riverlands as Koinet and Naiserian walked side by side, the golden light painting their skin. Naiserian breathed in the fresh morning air, feeling the weight of years lift from her shoulders. For the first time in a long time, she was free. Koinet glanced at her. "Are you ready to go home?" She looked at him, at the land stretching before them, the path back to Mto Wa Mawe, back to the village that had once given her away. She did not answer right away. Then, softly, yes. But she knew. She was not the same girl who had been taken from Mto Wa Mawe, and when she returned, she would no longer be a shadow of the past. She would reclaim her place. She would rise. The village of Mto Wa Mawe was silent when they arrived. Women gasped, children whispered, elders stood frozen in shock. Naiserian had returned. Koinet stood beside her, his chin lifted, his eyes steady. Then, from beneath the great Baobab tree, an old woman stepped forward, Mama Nilai. She gazed at Naiserian, her eyes unreadable. For a long moment, no one spoke. Then, the old woman nodded. "The past cannot be undone," she murmured, "but it can be reclaimed." Naiserian stepped forward, her voice strong. "I am Naiserian, daughter of Chief Lengai," she said, "and I have come home." A hush fell over the village. Then, slowly, one by one, the villagers knelt. They had wronged her. But now she had returned, and she would be their leader. As the sun rose higher, the Baobab tree stood tall, its whispers carried by the wind. A new chapter had begun, and Naiserian, no longer a child of fate, had written it herself. Stories connect us to our past, shape our present, and guide our future. African Legends and Stories is more than just storytelling. It is a bridge between yesterday and tomorrow, between tradition and modernity. Subscribe now and be part of this journey. Like, comment, and share to keep these legends alive. This is African Legends and Stories, where the past speaks and the future listens.